Rena's making some cheesecake using almond flour, right? Almond flour so that she can eat it even though she can't have the carbs and stuff. It doesn't spike you, right? The almond flour, the sugar?
Last time it didn't.
A lot less, right?
Yeah.
That's good. So we'll have some cheesecake later. It is day 31 of us working on the van. Today is a rainy one. It's gonna be raining all day today. So I will probably be working either in the garage or in the van. And today I still need to finish up on the window frame. If you're following our van build and you watched yesterday's video, you know that I built this frame out for this window area. The fitting is really perfect with the exception that this right here on the bottom, it sits pretty flush to the wall, but on top here, as much as I can push back, there's a little bit of a gap here, which means if I close the wall up, there's going to be a bit of a lip here on the top side, but not on the bottom. And that's due to the curvature of the van. I made the adjustment for this bottom piece here and the top here to be as level as possible. I cut a bit of an angle to this piece here, but it didn't account for this little lip. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to chop off this lip so that when I close the wall, this thing is going to be completely flush. So there's going to be a little bit less wood on the top than on the bottom, which will account for that curvature. So let me measure what I need to cut, and I'll use a jigsaw to just chop off a part of this. I got the two fans running. Since I have the doors down, closed, let me turn the lights on. So let me measure out. Yeah, the fitting on this came out really good. Pretty happy with it. Let's see how much that is. It's a little bit more than ½ an inch sticking out. And then on the side here, it will basically be a line that goes and it'll meet right at the edge here. All right, let's make that cut. One thing I'm not good at is using these tables and tools and knowing what possibilities there are. So I'm just trying to find different ways to be a little bit creative to secure this thing. So I'll secure it to the side of the sawhorse here to make that cut like this. I don't know, maybe there's a different way, but that's how I'm gonna do it. I saw some metal sparks. I think I cut into the screw. I was going to use the jigsaw, but I think the circular saw is better for this. Hey, it worked. There you go. I did cut part of the screw off on this side, but that's okay. It will still be very secured. And pretty clean cut, just except for this here, right? But overall, it's pretty clean. Let's test it again. Yeah, this fits a lot better. Let me put together the frame for this side. I didn't attach the backing yet. And do the same, make that cut, because the angle is going to be the same. And then we'll get these things installed. test fit this one. Yeah, it looks great. I don't know if I want to install it right now. I kind of want to add a piece of fabric along the picture frame or window frame for both sides. That'll make it really nice. Let me see if Rena wants to do that. If she does, then we'll add it. If not, then this will be just like this. All right, I'm not going to install this right now. Put it down, but it fits though. It looks good. Next, I'm going to create the frame for this area. I noticed that the furring strips are not exactly straight when I install them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to install perhaps 2 more as straight as possible, getting the measurements as exact as possible. Well, I can create the frame first, kind of like how I did with these back 2 windows, and then just add the furring strip to support it. But I got to measure out how big I want this window sill to be. And I want to leave some room on the top so I can add a blind that I can pull down from the inside. So let me get some measurements and start working on this. And the tricky thing with this window is that this is not flat again, and there's a bit of a curve here. So I think I'll start somewhere I can actually make a big rectangle, maybe somewhere in this corner here, and then go up. But I also don't want to block any of the window viewing area, if possible. So let me think about it for a minute and draw up a design for how to maximize this window space. I think the trickiest thing about this window here is this corner. I don't want to start the frame up here because we'll be losing a couple of inches of viewing area for Spencer to see. So I want to start it to the lowest point, which would be where this rubber piece is. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a piece of furring strip to the same level as this lowest part of the window. And then that would make framing a little bit easier. So let me cut that piece first, and we'll go from there. Alright, I'm not going to overcomplicate this. I can just add a small piece like this, a long piece that goes right on top. And then the trickier one would just be this side here. I'll just start with a thicker piece and I'll make the same kind of trim, because this is a little bit shorter than this side. So I'll take a thicker piece, cut it diagonally to make it fit here. But I can just start with just the top here, also the bottom here too. I can just cut out a bit of an indentation to push it in as much as possible so it can be close to the window, but I'll just use a thicker piece. This is 2.5, I'll go with a 3.5. And even if it has a little bit of a lip, that's fine. Let me just start cutting and attaching it to this window here. Rena made some cheesecake. Did you like it?
It's alright.
It's alright?
It's a little oily
Let me try.
because of the butter.
Oh,
Is it legit?
it's legit. You got a crust on the bottom. Nice cream cheese on top. I like it. Well, let's see if your blood sugar spikes with this one. This is almond flour, right?
Yeah.
I like it. You did really good with this.
It might spike because I use regular sugar.
Can I have it?
Here's it. The crust is
It's good.
legit, right?
It's legit. How do you make the crust?
Almond flour, sugar, butter. Just mix it together.
Nice little snack. Very good. Oh, thank you.
And I I just
You made that yourself? Mmm. It's nice. Does it stretch?
No.
Just a perfect fit?
Yeah, just I measure my head with it.
Custom made headband.
Yeah.
Very good. I just got the measurements of the cuts. Let's go make some cuts. So this piece is gonna go right here. There's a little bit of a ledge here on the back side where I can install a blind. Before I attach it, I bought this rubber foam. I'm gonna add a piece of rubber foam here. These are like weather seal, weather stripping. The side that's touching the glass, I'm gonna add that piece there, so if the wood expands or whatnot, it's not gonna bang against the glass itself. Let me apply that and get this piece attached. The next piece I will cut is this one over here. I will do from here all the way down. 24 will be perfect. 24. And then this one I'm going to have to cut the back here at an angle to fit inside the window. So let me try to get a measurement of how much space I have. I can leave a little bit room because of the weather stripping. That'd be like a bit of a cushion, which is perfect. But let me get that measurement first. All right. So it's gonna be from 2.5, and then down here is 3. All right, let's make that cut. Oh, this is perfect. Very sleek. All right, let me add the weather stripping and I can attach this on just like that. A little bit like this to get it to fit. Okay, not too bad. Next is going to be this piece. I think it's going to be very similar to that piece, with the exception that this part, I got to finagle with it a little bit. Maybe I can just do it for the exterior rather than the interior. But let me see. All right, let me play around with it. Just made that straight cut, but like I said, this part is a little wonky, so it's gonna be a few trial and error. We're gonna probably cut off this. It might still not fit, but let's start with that. I think this is gonna be right on the rubber, or at least there's gonna be a part that crosses over to this rubber piece right over here. So we'll run into some problem. I think something like this. If I make this cut, we'll try it out, see if I can get it to fit. But okay. All right, see if this fits. Let's see if this fits. Ooh, pretty close. Pretty close. I just need to trim off a little bit more on this side, and that would be good. I think this side down here too, so I need to go a little higher. So I should trim off like this rather than like this, because I can almost fit it in here. But maybe I can just do it at a bit of an angle. That way. I don't know if that's gonna look good though. This is a bit of an angle. First try, not too bad. I think I need a little bit more here, especially on the back side. Yeah, I think that's how we'll have to do it. Shave it off rather than cutting off here. I gotta shave off this side, this back end. Okay, let's fix it. Okay, so I just trimmed it off at an angle. The part that is kind of tight. Let's try it again. I think I still need to do the bottom a little bit more, but ooh, good fitting. All right, I think this will work. Yeah, this will work. This is flush. Nice. Oh yeah, this came out really nice. Yeah, there's a little bit of a trimmed off part here. I mean, there's not much I could do with here. I could have probably left a small piece here just for this, but this is as good as it will get by me sort of freehanding this thing. And then same thing, I will add the weather strip, and I can probably just do it from the top here and up. Nice. There you go. And then the last piece is just the lower piece here. This should be a little bit more straightforward, except for this corner here. Let's measure and cut it. Okay. Just gotta make a bit of a cut right here and get it flush on to the window as much as possible. I think this is the part that I gotta cut off. Like this, and then like this. Like trimming it off. Let's try. I want to make this part look the nicest, because this is where the bottom of the windowsill is going to be. Actually looks pretty good. Kind of what I wanted, which is angled here, a bit of a cutoff here. Let's see if I can get this in one shot. It'll be cool if I can get it in one shot. Oh, I need a little bit more on this side here. Just hitting the rubber a little bit, just a little bit more. All right, I just gotta chop off this a little bit more, and I think we should be good. All right, let me go fix it. Okay. Yeah, this is good. I think I trimmed off a little bit too much. I try to fix or add a little bit more to it. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. Yeah, this is pushing into the rubber a little bit, which is fine. Yeah, I want to kind of make it nice and tight. And of course, I'm going to add the weather seal piece behind it. But overall, it looks really good. So it looks like not too bad. Not too bad. 2 tries. Okay, let me clean up a little bit of that cut, add the weather strip, and then I think we are done with this. Oh, and I'm gonna add some pocket holes on this bottom furring strip here because I don't want the screws to show on the actual ledge. I don't think the glue is really set, so I'm just gonna remove the pocket screws and I'll take it out. I should be able to take it out. I'm finally done with the window frame. I'm pretty happy with how they came out. It looks pretty clean. I can always just hide it with more wood or something later on, but overall it looks really nice. I accidentally overdid the pocket hole here, so I made a bit of a hole with the screw. I turned it all the way up on the impact driver, and it did a little bit too much. But it's okay, I can always fix this. I like it. This took such a long time to make, and the back frames, but I'm glad this is done. I can install the lines here, get this thing closed, and with this being done, and then the back side, install it, and we can start closing up some walls. It's raining really hard outside. It's like, what time is it? Like 6 something already? It's almost 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna clean up, wrap up here, and we're gonna have some dinner. That's it for me today. Okay, let's see what my mom made for dinner. Some more soup from yesterday, the pork stomach, pepper and chicken soup. 冇乜餸 OK 啊，都有啊。Beef and some veggies. There's more pork stomach and fish. OK 啊，唔差唔差。你要買嘢啦，你要出去買餸。Okay, you got some rice, Spence? You're eating some rice and beef, right? Okay, 好啦，食飯。Did you have some good cheesecake? And some good dinner? Yeah, yummy, right? You're still eating cheesecake right now? Let me see. Mama made some really good cheesecake, didn't she? Yeah, it was delicious. Really nice and crunchy with a little bit of like sugar bites on the bottom and creamy cheesecake in the middle. So good. You did really good. Make it again. I want to eat it again. Anyway, the dinner was really delicious, and I'm so glad that I got those window frames done. I think I'm not going to put a fabric on the back windows. Just leave it kind of wood feel. It's going to have a nice wood tone to it. And so with those being installed, we are ready to close the walls up. Tomorrow is going to be another rainy day, and we need to head over to New Jersey. I got to do an inspection for my old van, and we're going to do some grocery shopping. And if we have time tomorrow afternoon, actually I don't have any wood. I got to buy the plywood, so that's probably going to have to wait till the following day. But if you guys want to keep watching our DIY Sprinter van build, hit that subscribe button so you get notified when the new videos come out. And if you enjoy watching this video, smash that like button. Where's mama? Like button. So that can spread out to more people. We really appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye bye. Spencer, I like your big heavy loader hauler. Do you want to say bye to everybody? You want to say bye to everybody? Okay, I think he's going to play with his toys. All right, we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you for watching. Okay, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.